Well, I love a rainy night. I love a rainy night. I love to hear the thunder, watch the lightning when it lights up the sky. You know it makes me feel good. Well, I love a rainy night, such a beautiful sight. I love to feel the rain on my face, taste the rain on my lips. In the moonlight shadows, showers wash all my cares away. I wake up to a sunny day, 'cause I love a rainy night. Yeah, I love a rainy night. Well, I love a rainy night. Well, I love a rainy night. Ooh, ooh. I love a rainy night. I love a rainy night. I love to hear the thunder, watch the lightning when it lights up the sky. You know it makes me feel good. Well, I love a rainy night, it's such a beautiful sight. I love to feel the rain on my face, taste the rain on my lips.
Well, good morning, Roadrunner families. I hope you're having a wonderful day. We have had quite a few rainy nights lately, and those of you who haven't floated away, welcome to this edition of the Weekly Roundup. I'm your host, Sheriff P. I am so glad that you are here today. We've got a lot of people in the house. Amanda and Kimberly, good morning. Glad to see you. We already have 20 viewers that have tuned in. Boy, that is really quick. It looks like we still have some more rain in store for us throughout the week. Scattered showers coming back and forth. You know, before we go any further, I just want to give a big, huge shout out to our facility guys. Jeff and Rory have done an amazing job of keeping our campus dry. And the biggest thing is being so well prepared. Those of you who have come on campus to drop your kids off have probably noticed that the water is gone. There's no water anywhere other than the rain that's coming down. Good morning, Amber. And the reason for that is preparation. Our guys over the summers that we've been here, they've gone in and dug vaults. And so as soon as it starts raining, they put pumps in, get the water diverted to an external drain that gets it off of the property, keeps our classrooms dry. So they have been working diligently, Rory and Jeff, in the rain, out there making sure these pumps are there, making sure water's moved, along with all of their traditional everyday duties of making sure the restrooms are clean, the trashes are dumped, this is broke or that's broke. So if you see Jeff or Rory on campus, give them a big pat on the back. Thank them for all of their hard work. They have done a great job of keeping our campus ready to operate so that we can do the job that God has called us to do, and that's educate the students of Grace Christian School. Debbie, good morning. I'm glad you're on. So there's a lot of great things going on, and also something else, open enrollment has started, and we are very excited about that. Mrs. Mullaney has been giving tons of tours, and we're starting to fill up classes. So if you know anybody that would like to be part of the Grace Christian School family, now is the perfect time to have them reach out to Mrs. Mullaney, schedule a tour so they can get in and be part of our family. We'd love to have them. And if they want, they can call her at 714-761-5200, or they can email her at smullaney@gcsrr.org. Appreciate them so much. Have been praying for them these rainy days. Debbie, thank you so much. The prayers have definitely been felt, and the covering on this entire campus as far as leaky roofs or anything. You guys have done a marvelous, marvelous job of covering the school in prayer. And as we're talking about prayer, we have the prayer team that meets every Wednesday, and they are praying for us right now as this broadcast is on. They start praying before the broadcast, and they end somewhere in the middle. With that being said, we have the amazing preschool Roadrunner ride coming up. Right now, I think we have 50% of our students in preschool that are participating. We'd like to see that be 60, 70, 80. We'd like to see 100% participation in getting out there. Mrs. P is super excited. This year is a jungle safari theme. We're wild about it. There, I have one of our preschoolers from last year when it was a Western theme. They have a great time. They go out, they earn money for different projects. They help put money towards the new playground that we put in on the kindergarten preschool playground. You see that new tarp and the new asphalt and the new AstroTurf and the toys. It's great that we're able to come together, preschool, elementary, and junior high, to make Grace Christian School the best school there is in Orange County. So, and that's saying a lot. But anyway, and the reason we're so great is because of our amazing parents and our outstanding students. So if you haven't sponsored a preschooler yet, look up a preschooler. Tell them you'd like to sponsor them in the Roadrunner ride. They'd be happy that you did. And Mrs. P is out there getting ready with the National Junior Honor Society. Hopefully on February 16th, we have a dry day. You know, I talk about Race for Grace coming up and Roadrunner Ride. We couldn't do these outstanding things without amazing corporate sponsors. And that's you, parents. You that know people that you work for, businesses that you own, relatives that have businesses, you get them to sponsor our major events. And we are extremely grateful for that. As a result, I try to highlight for you, our parents and our community, who those individuals are so that we can help support them since they're supporting us as a school. So NOCO Real Estate, Brian is one of our parents. If you have any real estate needs at all, I mean any, you have commercial property you want to sell, you have commercial property you want to buy, you have residential property you want to sell or you want to buy. Let's say you're moving out of state. I hope you're not moving out of state or a relative is. Talk to Brian at NOCO. He can list your property. He can get you the best deal out there. Let's say that you want to buy a house with a multifamily residency because you want grandma and grandpa to come move in with you or something. He can help you there too. I was looking at an amazing duplex that he has in Signal Hill right now that is outstanding. So give Brian a call. Here's his phone number, 213-804-7647. And even if you just want to talk to him, sometimes it's not what you're going to do today, but you can lay a plan for the future. And it's no better option than to talk to a Christian family who will have your best interest at heart. So give Brian a phone call at NOCO Realty. He will be happy to talk to you. His number's there. I think it's really important as a community that we stick together and help each other out because it comes back to us and our students. So thank you, Brian and NOCO. Greatly appreciate you sponsoring Race for Grace. Carl's Jr. is going to be at Race for Grace, and those flyers are going home today. That's for preschool all the way through 8th grade. So if you are a student at Grace Christian School anywhere in our system, you can use your lunch ticket for Carl's Jr. that day. And what a great meal. You can get the Happy Meal that comes, I think there's 2 different options that it comes with, but that's on the flyer. Parents, if you want to purchase, and this is on Race for Grace Day, and eat here for Carl's Jr., you can do pre-advance order with the form that is going home today. I know we're also going to have that form on our website. It's going to get emailed out to you. So there are going to be a number of options for you to find that form, and it'll be there. Yeah, thank you for the thumbs up. Yes, thank you for our sponsors that do that. But Carl's Jr., when I tell you, I don't know what it is, but the burgers off the Carl's Jr. truck are so amazing. They're so hot. They're so fresh. I personally like them better than the ones in the store, but I can't thank Carl's enough again for coming out and doing this for us. Tomorrow, Thursday, we have in-service, so that means early release at 11:30, but we're still here. We have daycare. You're working. We will take care of your children just until normal dismissal time at 3 o'clock, and then you can pick them up, or they can stay in daycare until 6 o'clock like normal. The only difference that would really be is the cafeteria is closed, so please send your child with a lunch tomorrow, and they're able to eat lunch, sack lunch, because the kitchen's closed. The ladies in the kitchen also go to in-service, and we have all different kinds of things that we go over, and I've shared that with you before. Jerry Brooks was just here recently. We're wrapping up some things for WASC, our WASC visits coming in March, and that's a big event for any school, whether you're from a college all the way to our level. When you go through WASC accreditation, that's really something. But something next.
Say, a total eclipse of the heart.
Yes, may not be a total
A
eclipse of the heart,
total eclipse
but
of the
there is an eclipse coming on April 8th, and we're going to have kind of like an eclipse party so we can educate our students about what an eclipse is. So, what are we doing for an eclipse party? Well, we've ordered glasses so all the kids can safely look at the eclipse. We're going to explain to them why it's so important to use special glasses to do this. They're going to get to see the eclipse and how special God has made this universe and all the things that work in a perfect order that He has designed. We're also going to have moon pies that day. We're going to have some special solar eclipse lunch things. We're having hippie ice that's going to be here for the day. Every kid at school that day is going to get a hippie ice. Our teachers are going to get the famous hippie ice coffee. So it is going to be a fun day educating kids about this amazing universe that God has created for us. And so it's a total eclipse of the school. It's on April 8th. We are ordering our glasses, so we'll have them for them. And it's going to be a fun day. And I encourage you, that night when your kids come home and you're eating dinner, talk to them. Hey, what you learned today about the eclipse? What did you see? Explain that to us. And you know what? I know there's probably going to be some teachers out there who are going to be having students write papers about what they learn during the eclipse. You know, last week we had character traits. We started something new that I introduced right at the Character Trait Chapel. So this is the first time some of you are probably going to be hearing about this. I think it's so wonderful that we can have parents come, acknowledge our students in person, and celebrate the outstanding talents and gifts God has given each one of them. You know, it's really makes a kid feel good when they go up and they see so many parents in the audience. Now, with that being said, I know sometimes work schedules or life gets in the way and you have to leave or you can't be there for character traits, and that's completely understandable. And that's where we come together as a community, and there's so many people there, your kids can feel loved as they receive their character trait. And what I've seen over the years sometimes is the kids that get their character traits in the beginning of the show and the presentations, sometimes by the time we get to the last class, there's only a few parents left, and the parents of the kids who are getting. And that really hurts my heart, but I do know life gets in the way. So I figured, hey, we're going to start a little fun game here. So at this character trait, I told them in an envelope, I had the name of a parent of one of the students who was receiving a character trait. We did it by a complete random drawing. Mrs. O'Rue and I, we determined how many classes had students at character trait. And so it happened to be 21 classes. So we put 1 through 21 in a random number generator, and that picked the number of the class. So we counted that number, and that was the class. We counted how many students were getting character traits. And I can't recall, I think it was 13. So we hit 1 through 13 in a random number generator. It picked the number, we counted down. That was the family who was going to win. And what they were going to win was a $50 gift card to any script that we offer here at school. And at the end of character traits, after the last student, I pulled the envelope, opened it, pulled the name out, and if they were there, they get the gift card. So they can get you can get $50 in gasoline, $50 Stater Brothers, $50 in Red Robin, whatever you wanted. And if you were not there, what we were going to do is we're going to take that $50, and then the next character traits, we're going to add $50 more to it. So no one was there. I opened it up, I called the name of the parent, and no one answered. So that $50 gift card gets attached to another $50 gift card. So at the next character trait, at the end of the character trait award, I will open it up, and whoever's name is there, if they are there, mom or dad, if mom or dad aren't there, or it's grandma and grandpa, it can't be a friend or something like that. It has to be mom or dad or grandma and grandpa. And they will win the $100 gift card. And we're going to keep progressing this. If there's no winner, the next time we'll add 50 more to it, and it'll be up to $150. That's how important I believe it is that we really celebrate the gifts that God has given each and every one of our students. So, hey, I hear a special sound coming. What is that sound? Yes, with that sound from last year. That's all for the carnival, the circus. They are having a carnival committee meeting tomorrow at 10:45. We're scheduling it in the there's a possibility we could move it outside the lunch tables, but we're being a little more proactive just in case the rain comes or it's really cold. It'll be at 10:45. You know it's not going to be a long meeting because we get out of school at 11:30. But the Carnival Committee is getting together to put together the carnival for next fall. Let's see here. Michelle says, love the idea of encouraging parents to stay for the Car Character Award. Sorry, I had to leave early last week. No problem. I understand. And that's why we're trying to encourage everybody. It's not to make you feel guilty, but it's really trying to, hey, you know what? I could leave earlier. I might have a chance to win. And your odds are pretty good because it's not a large portion of the school. I'm guilty. You're not guilty. It's just if you were the winner that didn't get it, then I'd be feeling bad for you. But I'm not announcing the name of who won. If you were there and you heard the name, then you know. I'm not. This isn't a shame game right here. So, but the Carnival Committee is meeting tomorrow. If you want to be part of that Carnival Committee, they did an outstanding job. The kids are still talking about this year's Carnival. It was terrific, and they loved it. Hey, Mrs. O'Rue, what's going on out there? What's happening? Oh, it's cows. They're running. Where are those cows running to? Well, they're running to Chick-fil-A. We have a Chick-fil-A lunch dinner coming up from 5 to 8, and it's on February 21st. And it's a restaurant night. It's a chance for you to go to Chick-fil-A. You let them do your cooking. You can go. They have one of the best ran drive-thrus I've ever seen. You can get your lunch or your dinner. I should call it lunch dinner, and take it home. Let the cooking be done by Chick-fil-A. They donate money back to the school. And what better way than to support cows than to go eat chicken and to support Grace Christian Schools? So you also had coffee in the auditorium. My bad. I will respect the new carpet. Michelle, you may not have heard. There has been a reprieve, a coffee reprieve. Yes, we have lifted the coffee restriction. It was new carpet for a month, and it's really not, it would have been like two-faced because we have events in there. When teachers in services, we eat lunch in there, and we want that to be a true Hall of Heroes multi-purpose room. So we just wanted the newness to be there. You can now bring coffee and water to chapels with you. All I ask is that you make sure you have a lid on it. If you do spill coffee, let us know. We're not mad, not the shame game. That way we can sop up the coffee and it won't leave a stain, and we can hit it with our carpet cleaner right away. But so if you're listening to this, parents, you know you can bring coffee now or water to all the events that we have in the MPR room. But anyway, like I said, Chick-fil-A is February 21st. Mark your calendar right now. Let them do the cooking. And while you are on campus, either going to the Carnival Committee tomorrow or to pick up your cherubs, know that today is Play Day. I got my script out of order, so you're probably wondering, what is he talking about? Tomorrow is Play Day. It's today. Let me have a drink of coffee here, and I'm going to start this all over. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go back on February 21st. Make sure you mark your calendars for Chick-fil-A. It's a great opportunity to let them do the cooking for you. Today is Play Day. Yes, it's Global Play Day today. I never knew a Global Play Day even existed until some of our PST members introduced this. So today from 11 to 12, our preschoolers are participating in Global Play Day. And then later today from 1:30 to 2:30, our TK through 5th grade is participating. And then there's a different time schedule for our junior high, so it only interrupts one period. And I know there were some big events planned on the field, but that is really wet, and we are getting sprinkles as we speak. So a lot of those Global Play Day things have been moved indoors, so it might be like Global Board Game Day. But anyway, that's what's going on. And thank you, parents who are volunteering to help in the classrooms do this. We greatly appreciate it. I know the kids love it. Now to what I was anxious to talk to you about is Lost and Found. Yes, Lost and Found is built up again since just Christmas, the return from Christmas break. Take an opportunity when you're on campus. Yeah, if you're on campus today for Global Play Day, to help, go by and look. If you're coming tomorrow for the carnival meeting, go take a look. Maybe there's something in there for your child. One of the big things we talked about, a pro tip, was if you go on the label and you just put your children's initial and their grade, we will try to get that back to their classroom. And I can't tell you how many mugs, cups, and things like that are out there also for our students. So take an opportunity to go buy. That's a lot of great clothing. I know parents, you work hard for your money, and sometimes the children don't really realize that, and they don't take real good care of their property. So you might go by, take a look to see if your child has left something there that you can reclaim and bring back home. Wow, what a weekly roundup. We're already to 47 viewers. We got 3 likes today. We talked about the new character trait program where you have an opportunity to win money just by sitting there and coming to character traits. And girls' first volleyball game is today at the Met. Yes, it is. Grace Christian School girls, I know you're going to do awesome. And you're going to have fun indoor at the gym here at the Met. We would love for you to come out and support the girls if you're available to watch the game. Our junior high girls work hard at practice to play. So thank you, Mrs. Novinger, for bringing that up. But that brings us to the end of another weekly roundup. I hope all of you are safe, and I hope that you didn't have any damage from any of these storms. Again, you know, our school is based on a foundation of prayer. Right now, as this show started, every Wednesday there's a prayer group that's praying for you parents. They're praying for our teachers. They're praying for staff. They're praying for all of our students. And I know many of you have told me that you pray for our school consistently and constantly. And you know what? I know that. I can feel God's covering on this school. And the reason for it is there's so many of you that are prayer warriors every day doing what you do to keep our school in that hedge of grace with Christ. And I can't thank you enough. Andrew Williams, thank you for all you do and the updates. Thank you for all the updates. You bet. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for your service as a firefighter. We greatly appreciate it. But anyway, parents, again, thank you. Continue to keep us in your prayer. Continue to lift us anytime you have family prayer, corporate prayer, in your prayer groups. Put our Grace Christian School out there and all of our families. And for any unspoken prayer requests, we as a school will continue to pray for you. Before any meeting that we have, we always open in prayer. We always pray for you as families. We pray for our staff. We pray for our school. So until I see you down the trail, may God bless the trails you
The rider moving slowly on the desert sand tonight, following the stars upon their course, with the moon as a companion, counting every step, looking for that one true horse. That one true horse, perfect partner built to ride.